Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to this Supraliminal Films, Supraliminal Games, Magic Arena YouTube video. What am I going to do for you today? Well, if you haven't guessed from the title, I'm going to play what I'm calling Mono White. Most people would call it Blue White, but that only involves sideboards, and this constructed event does not have sideboards. I'm going to pay with gold because I got more gold than I really need right now, and I want to save my gems for War of the Spark. So we're going to take white aggro for a spin. Let's see if I can understand what makes this deck tick. I don't really get this deck, which is weird because it's a play dudes, turn dudes sideways deck, but I just don't get this deck. I don't understand how it wins. I often beat it when I'm playing other decks. I just don't get it. Well, this seems okay. We can lead on Legion's Landing, next turn Sky Marcher and Snubhorn, next turn Benelish Marshal, dump our whole hand by turn 3, and we're on the play. That seems like a winning combination. Hello, opponent. Command is speaker. Oh, sorry, opponent. You got it, opponent. Merfolk, you got it. Sure. Oh boy, wow, opponent ramping out the running out the 2/2s right into our 0-3. Go ahead and just smash this Benelish Marshal. And then Conclave Tribunal. Take down one of these Command Speakers. Because that puts us one permanent away from the city's blessing, which makes the Snubhorn and Sky Marcher very good here. Maybe that was a little too aggressive, but we shall see. Because we're at a place next turn where we can attack with these. Yeah, River Sneak ain't going to do much here. Alright, it's a race. Let's race. My race has lifelink, opponent. Yeah, my race has lifelink. I mean, we can just activate a Danto here and just keep turning out lifelinkers and not really have it matter all that much. Alright. Resolve all. So the River Sneak's going to hit us for 4 this turn. That's a lot, but we're going to crack back for also a bunch. Resolve. Yep. Resolves. I mean, if they just turn everything sideways, yep. Fire token? Speaker? Your life. Okay. I don't know if opponents necessarily respecting our lifelink correctly, but maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe they have some really disgusting combination of plays here, but I just don't necessarily see it. And I played a lot of Merfolk in the early days of the beta for this program, and a lot of Merfolk. More Merfolk than most people. Those of you who caught us on stream will remember. And I just don't see... I mean, River Sneak's great. Tapping creatures, you say? Water Trap Weaver. Well. Okay, that's real. Pass to attackers. See if they get saucy again, or if they just attack with the snake. Expecting the sneak. That Water Trap Weaver may be a really serious threat here. Well, we'll make a vampire token again. We'll make another vampire token again. And we'll make another vampire token again. And we'll attack with the... Just attack with the lethal Snubhorn Sentry because it kills anything that blocks it. Okay, they'll trade off. Our life gain here, we just jam it in next turn, has to be respected. They're counting, which is never good. Maybe I didn't respect the race? No, I don't think... I think I respected the race. Sleep. Sleep would really heck us, but if they had it, they'd have played it pre-combat. Balls. Could have made an extra token. Hope that doesn't cost us the race. But all these have lifelink, so maybe it won't. Probably won't. And they're going to go down a creature here, so we're going to gain 6 life. In turn. I think we're pretty well in it from here, folks. Even though we did heck up and could have made an extra token, but forgetting that Adanto or the Legion's Landing was going to flip really knocked it pretty for a loop. Alright. Resolve. Let's see how they attack. Because we're at a virtual 17 here, and they've got 7 unblockable. Okay. Then. So, unless they've got something to take down the Aspirant, we got this one. We'll give them the good game. It was hard fought. It was aggro. Alright, well, yeah, so other than the misplay with Adanto, that game went pretty well. We've definitely had worse ones. So, that right on. Moving right along. That went interestingly. I really wish I'd remembered that flipping Adanto would have done what it did, because I could have actually used the extra token there just to be safe if they had something else, but needed to get them done. Alright. Hey, we're 1 creature or land off of casting Early Venerated Loxodon, which always feels really good. We're on the draw. I say we keep this. We'll pop our opponent to hello. Opponent on an island. So we're going to lead on Sky Marcher Aspirant. Yep, Siren Storm Tamer. Okay, let's mono blue. We're probably going to Baffling End to the Storm Tamer on second turn if they don't leave up the mana to counter it. Well, they'd sack the Storm Tamer to do that, so Terra Man. Sure, opponent. Or actually... Ooh. Play more creatures. If they want to... No, they don't want to block. We'll get into the race. Depending on what we get next turn, we can either Conclave Tribunal, we can Loxodon, we can Baffling End. Get a land, we can Baffling End and Conclave Tribunal. They've done nothing. So I'm gonna Venerated Loxodon here. I'm gonna take one turn off. Make our stuff bigger. Bigger stuff is better stuff. You got it, opponent. Okay, well. Well now. Not gonna be enough. Get there. But I will play that out anyway. We're gonna send the team. Because we have them... We've got them dead on board now, folks. So... Got them dead on board many ways to Sunday, especially because... Well, no, that's just a scoop. Okay. What was in their hand? They had to be not just mono-blue. They had to be blue-red or something like that, because I don't understand what was there, if not... Or Carl, what were they holding? Whatever. I guess sometimes we curve out. This deck's starting to make more sense. When you draw the right cards in the right sequence, it's actually just really good. Well, it's really fast. Good to be determined. That's the first time we've seen a Johnny. This one may not have been good, but we're on the play. We leave with the 2-power creature. Let's see what happens. Alright, there's second land, which will allow us to play Benelish Marshal on turn 3. Kinda stinks not having a turn 2 play, but against Esper, I'll take it. Well, goodbye, a Johnny, or possibly History of Benalia. Esper control, you say. This is going to be interesting. Ah, the history. Okay. Well, let's now hope we draw a land. We drew a Scar Marcher Aspirant. Still want the Benelish Marshal because I want to push in damage while they're tapped low. Obviously still pretty afraid of Kaya's Wrath or something similar, but hey, if they're going to take turns to just do stuff like this, deck a land would be great. A Venerated Loxodon. Play the Sky Marcher Aspirant and serve for 3. Again, still really nervous about Kaya's Wrath. Kaya's Wrath is bad here, especially because we don't have the 4th land for the Ajani, but I didn't want to get the Venerated Loxodon there. Alright, cast down. It's going to shrink our Marshal. Benelish Marshal Sutcliffe. We'll play there, on land. Alright. Black or white doesn't counter this, so we'll up it. Choose 2 creatures. And basically undo what the cast down did in terms of damage we could deal to them. Now's the turn where Kaya's Wrath Cry the Carnarium. That will also do it. Just up a Johnny there, that's awkward.
You're capable of more than you assume.
Okay, it's a fairy. Let's see what we do. We're gonna tuck a Johnny. Alright. We'll just play this Venerated one. Attack their face. Because they're now at 1. Now, I've seen white-blue control decks in this format stabilize from 1, but I think us with 6 power on the board and them at 1 is arguably strong place for us to be. Yep. Arguably strong enough to win the game. Ignore the strongest Planeswalker they've ever printed, or possibly printed since Jace the Mind Sculptor, and win the game. Seems pretty alright. Alright, 3 wins. This deck's starting to make sense. Maybe I just haven't seen it curve out right when I've played against it, because like when I play mono red, it just feels like I lose, or they lose all the time. We'll see, I guess. Alright, Snubhorn, Dauntless, Dauntless. Yeah, okay. Hello, opponent. Oh no, mono red. Thus, Snubhorn. They have 2 Baffling End to deal if they have anything that actually matters, so that's good. Play Haunted Witness and Dauntless Bodyguard. We'll choose to make the Snubhorn Sentry potentially indestructible. I mean, I feel like we're a Goblin Chain Whirler away from this not going very well right now, so... Another Pyromancer is fine? Yep, we'll take 2. Sure, light up that stage. Shock and Runaway Steamkin. Well, do I have a Baffling End for that Runaway Steamkin? Demolish Marshal. Serve. I'm just gonna serve with everything. It's a race. We gotta win it. Yeah, Steamkin. Figured that was coming. Shock the Dome, put a counter on Steamkin? Yeah, just gonna take that. Turns on Light Up and Skewer, but... Yeah, there's Light Up. Gives them Shock and Lightning Strike. We got a lot of damage on tap there. Shocker Dome. And a Shocker Dome get your Runaway Steamkin bigger. Shock the Dome. Hit gone. Runaway Steamkin. Dauntless Bodyguard. Make the Demolish Marshal indestructible. Keep the race up. Because now if they want to strike down the Marshal, they have to shock out the Bodyguard first. And even then, yeah, they would have to do exactly that. Ooh, opponent. Doesn't work the way you want it to. I mean, thank you. Because that preserves some damage, but that does not work the way you want it to. Yep. Well, that's 3 damage we don't have to worry about. As much as I don't like kind of winning games in the back of opponents making misplays, I'll take it every time. Yep. Shock the face, attack for 4, we go to 6. 6 is a dangerous place to... No, we don't. We don't go to 6. Hey. It's time to Baffling End. Play a Sky Marcher Aspirant. And next turn, absolutely turn on the City's Blessing. Go make for a 4/4 Snubhorn Sentry and a 3/2 flying Sky Marcher Aspirant. So frenzy away, opponent. Oof, that hurts. Frenzy into nothingness. Third of your life total. Nope. Got a shock on top? You got a shock on top. Now's the time. Well, look, if any deck's going to do it, it can be this one. I've seen this deck deal more than 10 points. Nope. All right, well, we're on a curve-out train tonight, folks. We've also finished 5 games in under 20, or 4 games in under 20 minutes. So we're on the sub 5 minute per game run, but we're curving out somewhat regularly. That felt kind of good. I was really worried. Now, them wasting that 3 points of damage off the lightning strike was definitely a positive for us. I'm not going to say it won us that game, but it was definitely a positive for us. So, you know, we'll take it where we can. I'm Madrid. I have been to Madrid. Okay. Legion's Landing into Sky Marcher Aspirant or Baffling End. Alright, I'll take it. The opponent to hello. Alright, opponent's down to 6. I like establishing the Legion's Landing early, even though the Sky Marcher Aspirant hits harder, because the one life sometimes matters. Especially when we can do things like this. So opponents on an Overgrown Tomb, things we have to really watch out for: Finality. Wild Growth Walker, that's going to have... Well, wait. Wait. The Conclave Tribunal. Attack 2. Probably should have Baffling Ended it, but I don't want them to destroy the Baffling End and get a 3/3. But we turn on the Blessing next turn with the Sister of Benalia. We also swing in with the Legion's Landing. There was a good argument there. Yep. Okay, Branch Walker. Curious as to why we needed to play that land untapped, but glad they got a Woodland Cemetery out of it. Milano Elf. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. We just gotta beat them before they get to 6 mana so they can wipe our board. Though having a Danto helps from there, but just gotta beat them before they get to 6 mana. So I am actually going to Baffling in their Llanowar Elf to keep them off of the ramp train. We know they're at 4, that would have been 5. Anything to keep them away from ramping just feels better. Jade Light? How big is it? Oh, ouch. Never want to see that. Yep. Well, game's in the air, so... we know they can't get to 6 mana. Alright. Man, this deck is quick! Man, this deck is quick. What we got? Ooh, a Field of Ruin. Card's great. And this deck is quick. Under 25 minutes to get to 5 wins. Shoot. Alright. Maybe I need to be playing this deck on the ladder more. I'm playing mono red, and the games have actually been taking a while because it's a harder deck than you might think to play mono red. But this deck just... look at this. gonna have my entire hand empty by turn 3. Hello, opponent. No, not nice. Hello. Landing. Do the thing that gets me more permanence, gets me closer to the city's blessing. Oh, we found it, the mirror. We found the mirror. Yep, take your snubble. And you're also drawing Lupus. It's Vampire Token. Sure. Well, and there we are. Turn 3, we've dumped our whole hand and made a Venerated Loxodon and have the city's blessing. So we'll see what our opponent has to say about that. Okay, history's real. Solves. Ground Marcher Aspirant on our own. Pop all that off. Yeah, blocking's hard with this deck, isn't it, opponent? Urello. Uerlo. You M them. Blocking's hard. And we flipped an Adanto, so we can start making tokens now? Solves. I mean, look, the tokens they're making with History of Analia are real, but we're also at 23, so... Okay. Opponent has equaled us on the city's blessing front. Oh, no! That actually makes our math hard. I would very, very, very much like an enchantment that I could pull that out with. Please. Deck, if you're there. Are you there, deck? It's me, Daniel. Okay. No attacks. We pull a land. We'll also not attack, because they kill us in the crack. This Venerated Loxodon really doing work for our opponent. Shit. They're doing work for us, not our opponent. Saying. And away it goes. Bye-bye, Loxodon. I don't think they can easily attack with the Benelish Marshal, which is nice. Everything else is kind of a freebie a little bit, but the Marshal, if they swing the blocks are just too good from our end. We just put 200 witnesses in front of it, and it goes away, all their stuff gets smaller, and we get lifelinkers. So, love to see them just not attack here. Respect that my hunted witnesses are actually big, and lose the 6 in power that they got off of History of Benalia this turn. Will that happen? You don't know, but it did. Gonna make us lifelink and vampire. Make it our turn. So, bodyguard. Who's the Sky Marcher at this point? And we're gonna pass the turn. Because don't really have much else in the way of options from here. Opponent has everything kind of locked down pretty well for us, or against us, and it's going to be whichever one of us gets something really bonkers to pull ahead of this stalemate that's going to make the difference here. I think us crapping out lifelink tokens every turn with Adanto is very good, that and the fact that we have 10 life points more than they do and more lifelinkers than they do, but other than that, it's not necessarily... This is going to be the longest aggro game I think we play all night, in that it has already become the longest game we've played all night. And, damn, another History of Benalia. Well, that's going to be extremely real when it goes off in 2 turns. Dauntless Bodyguard, what are we going to choose? I'm sure it'll be Benevolent. And it is. Yeah, this is going to come down to which one of us blinks first. Very much so going to come down to which one of us blinks first. Oh, boy. Resolves. Man, had to be Loxodon. Resolves. Got it, opponent. Crap. Well. Can our army of lifelinkers save us? Probably not. But we'll see what we draw here. Go, another point. Yep, that may have pretty well sealed it there. We've also seen one more land than our opponent does, so that History of Benalia goes off next turn. We're in for a world of hurt. We need to draw a Conclave Tribunal or a Baffling End about now. And they keep letting us make lifelinkers. That's no joke, because none of this, very little of this has any sort of evasion, so... And this is probably the turn they flunge, but again... Very little of that has any kind of evasion, and we can just stick lifelinkers in. Oh man, opponent is ripping! Ripping cards. There's the flunge. Make another lifelinker. Alright, we just have to block, so we have to block all that. Okay. 5 in the air. Three power on 3. That's gonna gain them life. That's annoying. Wait, hang on. Gotta make sure we block all those. There we go. Got them all blocked. Take the 5 in the air. Put that on a 3/3. That on a 6/6. No, wait. Put that on a 3/3. That on a 6/6. That on a 5/5. Let's see what happens. Let's let the damage happen. Well, if we could have drawn a real card there, that would have been nice, but that's gonna do it. Too many lands. Too many lands. An opponent drew not too many lands. Our first loss. Womp and also Womp. That game took too long, and we drew too many lands. Disappointing. Alright, this is quick. This is quick. This cast a turn, well, 3, Venerated Loxodon. Keep. Opponent is a mulligan to 6. Give him the old hello. Bonjour. Oof, multi 6 and bottom. That's never good. Hey, we got the hello back. Nice. Alright, the Legion's landing. Yep. Bye-bye, Venerated Loxodon. Or no, it's non-creature, isn't it? Non-land. Bye-bye, Venerated Loxodon. Been nice knowing you, Venerated Loxodon, but goodbye. No, Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay. Still cast turn 3 Loxodon, so I'm alright with that. They probably have Kaya's Wrath in hand. Is Kaya's Wrath turn? Did I just play into it? Yep, played into it. Well, I mean, it was a make 'em have it kind of moment, because if they didn't, boy, did we deal damage to them. But they kind of always have it, so make 'em have it only works so much. Hey, Chemister's Insight. Into the yard. Don't like that it doesn't display properly over there. I often forget about them, but oh well. Little visual quirk I don't mind all that much. Have ye another Kaya's Wrath? Well, that's 2. What about that? Or with that. Turn. That's 2 Kaya's Wrath now. Bidding it to Fairy. Alright. They were stuck for their 5th land. Well, this game is very likely...
Sorry I'm late. Let's skip to the good part.
Yeah, we lose to the Teferi subgame, but I mean, Kaya's Wrath.
Keep up the pace.
Twice. Wrath speed aggro decks they have since Alpha, I guess. Wrath of God. Probably gonna scoop it up from here because we don't have card draw. They have lots of it. Go ahead and concede that one. Because that's just not... No, too much. Too much. Oh, I hope we don't go 5-0-0-3. That would be That would be poop sandwich. Alright, this is one land away from being kind of bonkers, so let's try it. We're on the play. Hello, opponent. Let's see. No attacks, because we actually want to flip the Legion's Landing next turn. Yep, Siren Stormhammer. You got it, opponent. Furious Obsession. You got it, opponent. Draw your card. Deck, if ever a time for a Baffling End, now would be it. 4 plus 7, 8. This does. Wow! Snap Concession. Okay, well. I mean, sure, alright. In the grand Supraliminal tradition, we will play the greatest number of possible games. So go figure. Is then? I don't know, is then? Oof. 3 Legion's Landing is rough, but I'm going to take it because it's one land off of Benelish Marshall. Hello, opponent. Ah, yes, okay. Well, that now kind of seems worth it. Did well against mono red earlier. Let's see if we can run that back. Okay, Steamkin, that's rough. And no attacks. Hunted Witness makes a nice blocker. I feel like we're just a Chain Whirler away from never doing anything this game, but they clearly don't have it. Okay, Firebrand down the 1/1. Oh, block since it leaves a dude behind. Baffling End right on time. Get out of here, Steamkin. Not getting him dead. Both of us stuck on mana, but up the stage we will light. Another Steamkin we gotta deal with. Sky Marcher Aspirate. Snubhorn Sentry. Well, next turn we can turn on the City's Blessing. So still turn on the City's Blessing next turn. Now we can't turn on the City's Blessing. Blocks. Just take it to the dome. Yes. No, that's going to make the sack one. Love to see a third land. Would love to see a third land or another Baffling End. Another Baffling End would be kind of disgusting. Vol. What burn spell? I'll light up the stage. Alright. Understood. Firebrand's gonna kill something. We're never gonna flip our Legion's Landing. It's gonna be a whole thing. All again. But they're out of cards. We just need to survive a little while longer. Solve. No blocks, take 5. Ah. There we go. Now we can start gaining a little bit more life. Of course, that's probably a 3 damage burn spell. No, another runaway steamkin. Okay. I mean... no blocks. I mean, we're real cold to a lot of stuff from here, but I think that was right. Actually dealt damage. Alright, Experimental Frenzy. You gotta give up that Steamkin. Yep. I mean, look, we could still lose here, so that's of real concern. But if not, we just start gaining life, which is huge. Jeez. It never works out this well for me when I play Experimental Frenzy. Oofa, and also Doofa. Oh, thankfully. Jeez, really? Are you kidding me? Wow. Not the way I wanted to go out. Man, not the way I wanted to go out. Holy cats. Holy cats. Opponent just rolling in the value here. Absolute rolling in it. Well, folks, I don't know how we win from here, but we'll try. Because we're 2 burn spells off the top away from this game not ending in our favor. Come on, land. I'm never lucky. Land. It wasn't land. Are you kidding me? Wow, opponent. Yield to all. Jeez, ooh. So this is how it feels to be on the other side of this? In blocks the Chain Whirler. Blocks the Chain Whirler pretty well. Oh, attacks. I mean, I don't think we're winning anytime soon, but we're not losing. Oof. Sorry, opponent. Oh, that's it. If they say it. Or if they decide to try to stunt on us and not win. Just gonna concede at the face of that. Well, folks, we kind of got there. That opponent had some stonking, ridiculous flips there. So 6-3, and I understand the deck a lot better. We get Izoni, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, and hey, a Sky Marcher Aspirant. But make sure you check us out. It's www.supraliminalfilms.com if you liked what you're seeing. All of our socials and everything else can be found directly beneath me right here on this video. Thank you very much for checking this out, and I'm sure I will be back for another Thursday night video. And hey, every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, at twitch.tv/supraliminalfilms, we can be found playing MTG Arena, exactly this game, and with War of the Spark on the horizon. Expect to see more of that goodness soon. Bye, everybody.